Welcome to our Shnayim Yomi viewers. Have you ever wondered why in the animal kingdom there is so much death and destruction, killing carnivores and prey that we don't necessarily see around, hopefully by the human race? Well, let me tell you an incredible yusod from Rabbi Yerucham and from the Beit HaLevi, from Rav Chaim Brisker, based on our parsha in Parashat Yitro. The rule, the klal that Chazal told us based on the Zohar, istakel be'oraita ubar alma. The world was created based on the Torah, which means that usually the way we understand is we all have parents, and as a result of having parents, the Torah told us, be mechabed your parents, be mechabed your father and your mother. But it's exactly afuch, and it's very important to know this rule. It's because in the Torah there's a mitzvah of kibud av v'em, that's why everybody has a father and a mother. That's the way it works. Because the Torah said don't steal, the Torah said not to kill, that's why there's an innate nature within us not to hopefully be to understand what the true good is. There's an innate nature in society, unless raised otherwise, to want to do good, not to steal from someone else, not to kill other people. It comes from this place. As opposed to an animal kingdom which has no Torah, which has no beginnings of such a stature, and doesn't come from those sources, there's no mania, there's nothing stopping them from doing a similar thing. There's nothing stopping them from going ahead and killing and destroying and being destructive in that type of way, because the Torah is the one that decides the rule book. We think that it's because we have a Yetzer Hara, so therefore the Torah says, watch out, vayima'en. Don't look in the wrong places, don't touch the wrong things, stay away from what you put in your mouth. It's the opposite. It's because the Torah went and gave us those restrictions, those 613 restrictions, which we are also familiar with, that now we have a Yetzer Hara in order that we should have a Bechira in order for it to happen. It starts the other way around. It starts from the fact that the Torah said it, and as a result of that, now instilled in us as a Yetzer Hara to make sure to watch out. Why is this such an important lesson? My nafkamina, as they say. What do we learn from here? Listen to a letter from Rav Volbi, and because the words of his Rebbe, Rav Yerucham, is that it's karav laminut. It's almost apikorset. It's heresy to think the wrong way. You have to know that everything comes to the Torah. What's the big deal? So you know what he says, Rav Volbi? This incredible thing. Because otherwise, if you think the normal way of thinking, that there's this world and I just have to keep the Torah, then there's two reshuyot. There's two existences that exist in this world. There's a me and there's it. There's me in the Torah. As opposed to this way of thinking that we're explaining today, there's only one reshut, the Torah. The way of thinking is a Kadosh Baruch Hu. The world is a byproduct of this scenario that we call the Torah. There's only one existence, not two. I'll give you an example. Two people go to work hand in hand with the same 9-to-5 job and the same salary. One person is in a completely different world than the other one, because one person, his whole world is all about the money that he's going to make, how he can go ahead and invest it, and what's he going to do afterwards. And he's not thinking so much beyond that. And you know what? Maybe I'll try to find time afterwards to do what I can do, to be able to do a little bit for my religion if I can. Hopefully to be able to keep and maybe get my Daf Yomi shir. The other person, his whole idea from the beginning is just there in order to be Mekayim the Torah, from the beginning to the end. His day-to-day life is here. Yes, I'm working. I have to put bread on the table. I have to do what I have to do. But the focuses of life is Istakil Be'oraitis from the Torah, and from there comes the Bara Alma. From there comes the whole entire world. This man is living 24 hours in a world of Torah, and it doesn't mean in the Beit Midrash. It could be also outside of Beit Midrash, no problem, because it's all geared from one source. When people learn Shnayim Yomi, when they learn Shnayim Mikra every day, especially when we're doing it over here, aliyah by aliyah, do you realize that day by day you're living and connected to a world of Torah? Day by day, even though you're going to the outside world, you're always anchoring yourself in a place of istakil be'oraita. You're connecting yourself to the place that it has to be. And this is the greatness of the Jewish people. And this is how a difference that a person has to understand where we come from. We don't live in a place where there's 10 subjects in the day when I go to school. There's also English, math, and a little bit of Gemara. Our life surrounds around the Torah. It was built from the Torah. The world was created from the Torah, and from there the world dresses around the Torah. And that's the way we have to keep to our frame of mind, Bezrat Hashem, and we should be able to take this lesson to be mechazik us, to keep to our learning of our Shnayim Mikra, to be able to keep to our day-to-day learning, and be able to take it all to the rest of our lives. Bezrat Hashem, Shabbat Shalom.